What's good with y'all, man? It's your boy Will back with another video. Now today, we got our very first pre-game video and our first, game prediction video on my channel, man. Y'all know I just started this channel in summertime during the off season. So this is gonna be y'all first time seeing me in the reacting to games and just pretty much giving y'all my thoughts and opinion on it. I'm trying to debate if I want to go to this game, man. I'm really excited for this Battle of Ohio. It's not really the Battle of Ohio though, y'all, because I've never drove around Ohio and found Cincinnati, Like when I go in Kentucky and I was going through Kentucky, that's when I seen Cincinnati. So I don't really see why they call it the Battle of Ohio though. Maybe I'm young and I don't know. But I swear Cincinnati is in Kentucky. But we gonna call it the Battle of Ohio though, man. We gotta play them Bengals. So the Browns versus the Bengals, man. My thoughts and opinion. This is a very fascinating matchup. No matter how you feel about the Browns, no matter how you feel about the Bengals, this is like Vegeta and Goku fighting. This is very, very fascinating to watch from a football aspect. You got matchups all over the field. Miles on Orlando Brown. Miles on what's bro name? Can't think of his name. The other guy that plays for the Bengals that got replaced, Jonah Williams, Darius. You got a lot of defensive tackle battles. Left guard, right guard. It's a battle everywhere. We know these players and how different and fascinating this can be. You look at the quarterbacks. You got Burrow versus Watson. Sounds like a boxing match when I talk about it. Yeah, you look at the cornerbacks on receivers. Marty on T, Denzel Ward on Chase, Boyd on Newsome. That is a very fascinating three-way fight. You're looking at both of the young secondaries and the Browns and the safeties before the Bengals. And then you go to, like I said, the defensive tackle side on the other side of football. How do I think this game gonna look, man? I'm gonna speak from a pro Bengals standpoint, and I'm gonna also speak from a Brown standpoint. I'm gonna give y'all my verdict. And I'm just to keep y'all real, I'm not one of those guys that's gonna say the Browns gonna win 17 games. If I think they're gonna lose a game, I think they're gonna lose a game. But let's get into this, my prediction and breakdown. So from the Bengals aspect, you got Joe Burrow coming back healthy. Well, he's not fully healthy, but he's Joe Burrow. That's a plus right then and there. All your wide receivers is healthy. A lot of people don't bring up how T. Higgins didn't play in that game against the Cleveland Browns. So no T. Higgins was in that game. So you got all of those guys healthy coming in against this Cleveland Browns team. And then on top of that, you got DJ Reader. DJ Reader is undefeated against the Browns, but the Browns have been played the Bengals with DJ Reader. But to be fair, the last time that they did play, the offensive line was helping for the Cleveland Browns. But you got DJ Reader, one of the best defensive tackles in the NFL. And then you also have, their head coaching staff, good DC. I would say for the Bengals, a couple of key points how they could win this game. Starting hot. You start hot and your defense picks up. That Browns offense, the verdict is out on them. At the end of the day, the verdict is out on that Browns offense. The verdict is out on Deshaun Watson. The verdict is out on those wide receivers. So I would try to start fast, early, often, and put some points on the board. And let's see if them guys can answer the call. Because if they don't answer the call, it's going to get ugly. It's going to get ugly fast. So that's what I would do. Another thing. We got to test that run defense of the Cleveland Browns. They got a massive rehaul. But I'm going to test that run defense. And I'm going to also try to take Nick Chubb out the game. The reasons for taking Nick Chubb out the game because you still believe that Nick Chubb is the best football player on the Cleveland Browns, on offense at least. So I would take Nick Chubb. I would go out my way to take Nick Chubb out the game. I would exploit and see if Denzel Ward can really check Jamar Chase, because Jamar Chase will probably answer otherwise. You know what I'm saying? That's what I would do. I would attack Ward, and I would take Nick Chubb out the game, and I would try to win this football game 24-17 if I'm the Cincinnati Bengals. That's how I would play it. Do I think that can happen? I think it's a possibility. But I think that Bengals, I think the Bengals are going to somewhat keep making Nick Chubb look a little human. I don't think that he's gonna get like 145 yards this game, but I could see him doing it. But I think the Bengals will go out their way to stop that. What else pro Bengals do I feel like? I think Joe Mixon should have a good day catching the football. I think Jamar Chase is going to have a really good day catching the football. I think those two guys are going to combine for like 100 yards. That's my personal opinion. I think at least 100 receiving yards between Joe Mixon and Jamar Chase. What else do I want to go with the Bengals? And the Cleveland Browns attacking their linebackers. I think that the Bengals would go out and have those good numbers. But now, also on the other hand, I don't think Joe Burrow is going to have a good day at all. You know, I think Joe Burrow is going to struggle mightily. I still think they're going to put up numbers as far as like receiving wise with Joe Mixon and Jamar Chase, because that'll probably be his first read. But I don't think Joe Burrow's going to have a lot of time to throw back there. I think this Cleveland Browns team is going to really attack that offensive line. A big thing to watch out for is that offensive line have no chemistry together. Nobody played in the preseason. So with that, I think they're going to come up to a lot of communication issues. This defensive line played majority of the preseason. They just didn't play with Myles Garrett. That's the only thing. And it's not a guy you should have to play with, to say the least. So I do think that this team is going to struggle mightily with protecting Joe Burrow. And I think that's where this game's going to be won, on the trenches at the end of the day. I think both defenses is going to have a good day. I think both defenses is going to have it's going to shut something completely down. And I think for the Browns, what's going to get shut down is their run game. I think they're going to go all out to stop Nick Chubb. They're going to limit Nick Chubb to like 4.5 yards a carry. And I think they're going to say, hey, Deshaun Watson, Joe Burrow's calling. Can you pick up the phone? I think that's going to be the way the Bengals play this game. And I also think that this is still going to be the way the Cleveland Browns win this game. I'm going to pick the Cleveland Browns. I'm going to pick the Browns to win, I want to say 23-20. Browns 23-20. That's the way we're going with this. I think this game is under 60 points total wise. I don't see a shootout really, because I think these defenses are going to have a really good day. And I think I think both defenses are going to have a really good day. I would be completely surprised if I came back to you guys on Monday and I was like, hey, what an offensive game. No, neither defense can stop each. I would be very surprised if I came back and said that. But I think both defenses are going to have a good day. And I think where this game is going to be really won at is 2 key points. There's nobody that can really guard Amari Cooper right now. They got Cheeto coming off an ACL injury. If this was week 18, I would have a different opinion on this. But there's nobody that can really guard Amari Cooper. And outside of Amari Cooper, outside of Elijah Moore and Mike Hilton, that third receiver on the Bengals, I don't think Taylor Britt, I don't think he could check Donovan Peoples-Jones. I don't think they got nobody to stop David Njoku. And obviously the Bengals got weapons there as well. I mean, they got Jamar Chase and T. Higgins. But yeah, like I was saying, man, I really just feel like this game is going to be won on Deshaun Watson and Amari Cooper. I think Amari Cooper is going to have a good day. I think it's going to be those crucial quick plays, and I feel like the Bengals are going to start off a little slow, try to make some type of a comeback, and the Browns and Deshaun Watson make a couple of plays to hold them off. So you guys let me know how y'all feel about it. Drop your score predictions. Y'all see I got this jersey. It's old as hell now because he changed this number. But drop your score predictions, man. I say 23-20 Browns. Now, to get into another topic, Jamar Chase and what he said in that video might get them blew out. I had to give y'all kind of like my realistic, unbiased standpoint, but from a fan, him saying that stupid shit might get them blew out. Because you remember the last time a receiver was all like, the Browns is the Browns and Cleveland is Cleveland, like that might get them blew out, you know? That's bulletin board material. And the last time a Myles Garrett led team had bulletin board material, look what happened to the Pittsburgh Steelers. Something to be looking for, man. That little bulletin board material is gonna get the entire arena, the players, everybody is gonna be extremely fired up just off that little clip. So, and if you guys don't, I mean, y'all probably know what I'm talking about. Jamar Chase and his video. And then, you know, you see another thing I wanted to touch on was Joe Burrow's money. You guys see Joe Burrow really got that bag with $219 million guaranteed, $275 over 5, a bigger contract than Deshaun Watson. He loses $10 million in guarantees. And it looks like the NFL is catching up to Deshaun Watson's contract. I find it very, very funny that everybody was killing the Browns for signing him to a big contract, and now it's not even one of the biggest contracts, and it's about to get passed up for guarantees. And another player that's in a similar aspect of Deshaun, if you think Joe Burrow and Deshaun can both be good football players at their respective positions, you know what I'm saying, has $10 less million in guarantees but a much larger contract. You know, I don't see the difference in that. So, yeah, man, I feel like that's very funny. And I wonder if people are going to still continue to talk about Deshaun Watson's money. If they always say 230 when 230 is not even going to be the highest guarantees in the league. Something to just pay attention to and look out for if you're one of those people that like listening to ESPN takes. But yeah, that's really all I wanted to touch on. T. Higgins is probably playing his last year, so he might have a good game. I'm not going to put no money on it. I'm going to drop probably my favorite lines of the week. It's probably going to be like a 4-5 minute video. Y'all let me know how y'all like it. Give y'all some gambling advice. But it's your boy Will, man. Y'all hit that like button. I'm trying to debate if I want to go to this game or not. We're going to see. But I will be seeing you guys probably on Sunday after the game to give y'all my recap video. Thank you.